My bad. I'm sorry. Wow, y'all missed the whole thing. That's okay. There wasn't too many people in here. Anyway, you're probably wondering why the subject says bucket list and struggle meals. So bucket list was actually a suggestion from Kara. Shout out to her. She might pop up on this stream. And then the struggle meals one was a suggestion that was given by Kiara Rob 25. She'll probably be on here too, here real soon. Um, and I guess we're gonna start with the bucket list. And this is actually gonna be kind of a free for all type of discussion where we kind of go a little bit off the cuff since y'all just hanging with me today. I did say, oh, what's good, Dark King? I did mention that our brother Dark King Poet is out in Chicago. I think you're in Chicago now. Um, Mourning the loss of his cousin. Um, he had to go in order to be there for the service and be there for the family. So that's why he's not present with us physically, but he is here, in the comments and everything. And I'm sure he'll definitely be tapping in here and there with different things. But what I was going to say is for the bucket list thing, for me, I personally feel like what I would want, as a bucket list thing, and it's kind of vague. So I'm still sussing it out. Um, I think as a bucket list thing, I would just want to be able to live comfortably by doing things like this in music, and maybe even have my own uh, private practice or own my own clinic for like mental rehabilitation or therapy, because it would speak to it'd be something where I'm constantly indulging in my interests I'm constantly indulging in my interests. So it wouldn't necessarily feel like work. And then along with that, it would be something where I could enjoy it because of that. You know what I'm saying? I could enjoy that because of that. And I could live comfortably, you know? I'm very curious to see what y'all think or are curious about in terms of like bucket list things. What things would you want to do ideally? What things would you want to do ideally if you had the opportunity? You know what I'm saying? If you were able to just get it out of the way before you get out before you leave the earth. I'm very curious to hear those. Because honestly, I don't have any real big grandiose dreams or desires or anything of that nature. Mine are mostly just centered around just being able to do what I want to live comfortable. I think that's like, in the end of the day, I think J. Cole had it right, is that, living good living in your family and, being with your family and being with those you love and care about, because family doesn't always have to be blood, really ends up overruling every other desire you have if you think about it practically. Like, in all honesty, um, I really think that, you know, there's nothing wrong with a practical, comfortable, and modest living. You know, I don't need no huge mansion or anything of that nature, just so that way I can, enjoy myself or anything like that. You know what? Let me check the. I bet there's a couple things on Facebook because I don't think it's pulling up the Facebook captions yet, which I don't know what that is. But we gonna see. We gonna see. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. I want to see if it's working because I don't want to miss. I really don't want to miss anybody's suggestions or anything of that nature. Hold on. Also, after this, we'll have to see what everybody wants to do as a kind of a take home thing. We kind of did that the last time I was up here. It was just me, and I think that would be something cool. Hold on. Let me fix something real quick. See, usually I have dark skin to bounce off of when I'm doing the technical work. So it's fun trying to do both. Um, but anywho, who all do we have on here? Because I see we got 5 people. Let's see. Because we got 3 on YouTube and then one each. There's one on Twitter, and I don't know if you can comment on Twitter, but I know you can comment on Twitch. So yeah, let me know who's here. Be happy to welcome you in formally. Austin Mitchell, what's up, man? What's good, dude? I haven't seen you in forever, man. How you been? I'm really curious to know what you got to say. What would you consider? I guess 2 questions. How have you been? And then what would you consider to be something you would want to tick off your bucket list? What would be something that you would want to, ideally make happen if you could, if you actually had the opportunity and the means to do it before, you leave the earth? Hold on. That's weird when things not popping up. While you're doing that, I'm gonna check something. Let's see. Number one, doing great. Just moved in Indianapolis with my wife. Oh, congratulations! I didn't even know you were married. That's what's up, man. That is great. That is great. I am happy to hear. Um, but that's what's up. Two, I gotta finally go to Japan before I kick the bucket. You know what, man? I feel you on that. I feel you 100%. I want to go to Japan just once before I'm out of here. I gotta go at least once, man. Cause I mean, there's so many derivatives, and of course, I copped the Tokyo shirt just for today. Dominique Miss said just traveling more in general. I feel that I'm more open to traveling than I used to be. I honestly used to not really be into traveling. No particular reason. It was just never something that truly appealed to me. You know, like it just wasn't something big for me. Hold on. Let's see. This man said, "Ah, pancake." I don't even know why. Why do we talk to you? You have issues. What's wrong with you? Anyway, point being, um, that's neither here nor there. Let's see. I thought it was actually on to the thing. Trying to make sure we're extended to everybody, and we're not. Hold on. I totally thought we were connected to the other Facebook. I'm sorry about that. Far be it from me to take away from our listeners. There we go. There we go. Gonna get our lives together and stuff. Because I don't think that other thing is a thing, is it? No. All right, there we go. I don't know what was going on, but yeah. I guess I can say I missed you. I this much. You get this much, Javar. It is good to see you though. So, what would you count as your bucket list? What would you want to tick off your bucket list, Javar? I know you got something crazy. I'm almost curious to hear what you got to say. Because, I mean, heck, it's not like we're going to get demonetized. So, look, go for what you know, bro. I'm curious. Um, Beyond that, also, hey, it's good to see that you're living your best life, man. Austin, that's what's up, dude. Like, seriously, that's so dope. Um, You know what? I can't even get mad because I asked for this. I asked for this. I asked for this. Javar, let me look. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make sure y'all can see this. I wanna make sure that y'all can see this. This man just said he wants to take off his bucket list. Let me make sure it's up. Yeah, it's up there. Yeah, a threesome with a midget. Well, I guess it does count it counts as a bucket list. I guess we can say that. You know, we can't necessarily say that it's not a bucket list thing. I why not? Why not? You know, I opened the door for that, so I will accept whatever comes from it. I don't know. That's a I never know what to expect from you, man. I really never know what to expect from you. You are a mess. I say what everyone else is scared to say. I don't think it's necessarily a question of fear, uh, Javar. More that Oh, okay. You just popped in, Castro. Yeah, Dark King had a death in the family, so he's actually in Chicago right now. Um, going to because he had to go to the funeral. His cousin passed, so that's why I'm going solo today. But hey, man, what? Thank you, Dominique. Javar, you are fried. You have issues. I don't even think why. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask why. I might get a worse answer than I even want. It is people. It is people get embarrassed, not me. We know you don't get embarrassed, man. Thanks so much, Dominique. That's what's up. We appreciate the support here. It's all love. Oh yeah, the struggle meals, of course. Please feel free to mention your struggle meals. Let's see, struggle meal, Miracle Whip sandwiches. I'm here in spirit, nonetheless. A Miracle Whip sandwich, though. That is terrible. Is there anything in the Miracle Whip sandwich besides bread and Miracle Whip? I gotta know because I feel like that's a point of importance. That's kind of important because, bro, I ain't never heard no Miracle Whip sandwich, dog. Not that I doubt it exists. It's just that's new for me. We need to try and get a couple more people on here, as in just Miracle Whip, and you say I'm crazy. Oh no, I say you're both crazy. You're both certifiably crazy. I have never look. Dark Skin can tell you I ain't never minced words. He said no. That's the struggle part. So we just eating bread and sauce. I didn't. Okay. I thought I was bad eating bologna sandwiches as a kid, and I'm from the projects. No pancakes with the peanut butter and syrup is fine. Oh, that's what you were saying about struggle meals. I'm sorry, bro. I missed that. Ooh, rice and eggs, cheap and filling. Yeah, yeah. That'll do that. That'll do that. Let's see. I'm glad that everybody actually has a fair variance of meals that they would consider struggle meals. I was kind of scared. I thought I was gonna end up with like all the same choices. Syrup sandwiches, boy. You just like the taste of sauce and things of that nature. Air sandwiches are the ultimate struggle meal. No. In order to be a meal, it has to fill you to some level. Okay, rice and gravy. Okay. Rice and gravy's good. Like, it will fill you up. It will fill you up. Shoot. See, I ain't really. I guess I can't really count this as a. I guess I can't really count this as a struggle meal. When I think struggle, I think broke shit, not out of cliche. I mean, hey, look, that's fair. Mine's probably gonna go a little bit more in otter cliche. Classic chicken ramen with some frozen veggies. See, hey, at least he added some razzle dazzle to his. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. That's what's up. Bro, I just man, who said air sandwiches? You know who said air sandwiches, bro. You know who said air sandwiches. Who else would? Nah, bro. Honestly, mine. What was mine? Okay, ravioli. That's simple. That's simple. Um, Hot Pockets used to be my lifeblood, to be real. Fig Newtons, yes. Shoot. Um, what I used to make is like little quickie sandwiches. I used to have like, now granted, this isn't really a struggle meal because some of this is cool because I had wine bread and I don't think wine bread counts as a struggle meal. SpaghettiOs. I had, I just made a quick sandwich. I had like two things of Hawaiian bread, two things of Hawaiian bread, put the cheese on either side, piece of meat, like piece of ham or some other type of turkey meat or whatever. Sliced it, put it on either side. Let it let it cook let either side cook in the toaster. Put it together, cut it in half. That was my morning sandwich. I used to do that for a lot. I need to get back to doing that. I've just been neglecting it to go get the bread and the other stuff. The meat usually runs out quicker. Yes, vanilla wafers is the only cookies. Vanilla wafers was my ish back in the day, bro. Yes, those those and cinnamon graham crackers. I would eat the crap out of those. Cinnamon graham crackers, animal crackers. I had a lady at my old job. Shout out to her. Used to love that woman. That woman would find if she found a big old massive thing of animal crackers like this big, she'd give it to me. And yes, that was my struggle meal at work. That was my if I only had a 15 and I had no lunch or nothing, bro, that would last me for 2, 3 days. I was straight. Like, cause I didn't want to spend no money. I didn't want to spend no money on no actual food to go out and do anything. So I just grab that, just nom on those for like next couple shifts, and I was straight. Yes, man said I'm hungry. Look, see, this is why I ate ahead of time. I know, right? See, bro, next time we hang out, we going to Meyer and we getting some graham crackers. I'm gonna get some, and you gonna get some, and we gonna eat them. It ain't even gotta be together. It's just so that way we both remember to get graham crackers because I think we should do that. I think we should do that. I think that'd be dope. Um, let's see. Okay, I don't want to feel judged, but I gotta ask: did anybody ever eat cereal without the milk, like just out of the box? Y'all need to come work out with me on a video one time, dog. You ain't said nothing but a word. I need to come out. I need to come and work out in general. Like the arms look all right. The midsection is not right. Man said I need some milk. Look, it ain't a struggle if you need some milk, Sid. Oh no, I used to keep a box. Look, see, Javar knows. That's sad. I'm agreeing with Javar. Oh God, I'm agreeing with Javar. What am I doing? Anyway, what am I doing with my life? But nah, G. Literally, I would just have like a box of like tricks or something. Ooh, yeah. Hold up. Yes, I only ate cereal out the box after I discovered weed. Yeah. Hey, Keontae said, have you ever had to wait all day to eat so you wouldn't go to be hungry? Yes. It wasn't intentional though. It wasn't intentional. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes with the job I got now, if there's not a gap in between the appointments I go to, that's basically what you're doing. You either eating before you go or you gotta wait until you're done with a couple visits or whatever, and then you can eat. So sometimes I have done that. Like I've got the first ride along I did, it was literally like that. I didn't eat until 4 o'clock, bro, and I was out since 8. Let's see. This man said cereal with water. Never. Look, I don't care how bad I'm struggling. I'm not putting water on cereal, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. Castro said, my first crib I had by myself, there was plenty of times when I had to eat just once a day. Look, dog, I'm going to say it like this. When I was alone and broke, I was in peak physical condition because the first thing that I stopped spending money on was food. So I'm already knowing. I'm already knowing. Gee, on life, when I was alone and broke, that's what I did. I had like 2 meals, if that, a day. And that's if I remembered. You know what I'm saying? Only did it once as a kid, bro. Look, there's a reason it was only once. Just come to the good side and just eat them by themselves. If it tastes good by itself, imagine what it tastes like with milk. I'm being extra. Anyway, while y'all are here, don't just focus on the food. I want to hear your bucket list. I want to see what your bucket list look like. Just one topic. One topic. You passing blame. I'm snitch. I ain't passing blame on nothing. I pass nothing. Also, shout out to Castro because this man been on this workout journey for what 2 years, and he been staying at it, man. I'm not mad at it, bro. I'm not mad at it. But cereal requires milk. No, it does not. Cereal does not require milk. It's not a struggle meal if it requires milk. Anyway, what is your bucket list? We got to do both topics, man. We got time. We can get back to it. We got time. And the one bucket thing is skydiving. You know, I wouldn't have guessed that from you. I'm actually present. I am pleasantly surprised by that. Skydiving. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Thank you. Castro said, thank you. I just came in third on my power lift and meet Saturday. Dang. Okay. Is that what the belt was for? That's what's up. That's cool. Bro, if you don't mind me asking, how many people was there out of the third place you made, bro? Like, 'cause I was about to say that sounds serious, man. Plan to learn how Keontae said, plan to learn how to swim in the next few years. That was something I was gonna put off for much longer, but I need to. I might be right there with you, bro. Because let's put it this way. Cereal is dessert, by the way. I'm gonna need you to chill anyway. Cereal is whatever you need it to be during the day, all right? That has been my struggle meal certain times. I ate like 3 bowls of cereal and I was straight for a little bit. It don't last long though. But bro, yeah, let's put it this way. I can swim to save my life. If my life is in danger, if somebody yeets me into the water and I'm just like, I can swim to save myself. Now, can I functionally swim? No. Let's see. Castro pops on his head. In my division, there was 6 people overall, and there was over 30 people there. Okay. So you had 6 people out of your division that you had to defeat, and then 30 people total, and you still made third. That is amazing. That's what's up, bro. That's most definitely what's up, man. That means you out here grinding. You out here grinding. That and if anybody run up on you or your daughter, they getting beat up. Look, yeah, you do gotta know I swim. I just don't. I just don't have the desire, bro. Like, I know I got to, and I know I should want. I know I should want to. I just have not had the desire. I'm not even gonna front. I have not had the desire. Um, but yeah, I think for me, I got a few bucket list things. Yes, I agree. Learn to swim. See, I'm glad it's not just me. It's actually a few of y'all that's out here like, yeah. Are you saying you haven't learned to swim, Paris? What's up, by the way? Are you saying that I should learn to swim, or both? Because I'm curious. I want to make sure I'm acknowledging the right stuff. You know, big facts. LOL. Look, man. Like I said, because like I said, I can swim to save my life. You should learn to swim. Yes, I can swim to save my life. That is where I'm at. I remember I was at the Boys and Girls Club. I was like, it was my senior year of high school, and some chick kicked me into the pool, and everybody's freaking out because they're like, "Yo, he doesn't know how to swim. He doesn't know how to swim." In fact, it happened twice in succession, and yes, I swam to save myself. I got up out the water. I made it, bro. Okay, my bucket list is to learn how to swim and get a song with Juicy J. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Juicy J gonna be making songs till he 80, so I feel like we got a good shot. I feel like we gonna be all right with that. The man doesn't really age. It's weird. I think he just gets skinnier. Um, with me, one bucket list is like what Austin was saying. Most definitely, I want to go to Japan at least once. I want to go to Japan at least once. Another thing that I want to do. I want to do. Actually, it's not really a bucket list. Well, I guess it is. I want to learn how to play guitar, like legitimately. I always wanted to learn how to play bass guitar, and I can like halfway do it because I understand how to run bass notes on keys and stuff. So I pretty much just transpose that idea to that. But I want to get to a point where I can, competently say, "Hey, throw me a bass and let me just yes, yes, yes. I want to see that Gundam statue. That is one of the reasons I really do want to go to Japan because that's hard. Look, guitar, me too. I always want to play. I know, right? And it's portable. Look. Now that I'm older and I understand, like, and I've tried to play in a band and I've done things like that and done more things with music. Guitars are so much more portable than keyboards. I mean, look, it's probably the only reason I still have arm muscles. But at the same time, I kind of want that. I want that versatility, bro. Let's see. Keontae Smith said, "Got to break those generational curses for black people." That's what it is. Thankfully, my son's mom knows how, but I shouldn't rely on her to have to do it because I can't and should. Okay. I mean, hey, that's real. That's real. That's real. Look, if you can play piano, you can play guitar. Ask Monty. That's probably true. I ain't going to front with you. I'm not even going to front with you. I can do some degree of it. Like, I'm not saying I can't do it. It's just I'm not as competent as I would like to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, case in point, I'm not fat, but I can lose some weight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not at the weight I want to be. I want to turn some of this into muscle. I'm tired of buying new pants and sizes that I'm not going to tell you. So yeah, like my face was getting fat again. The funny thing is when I got the vid, I actually kind of lost weight, and yeah, it came back. It came back. I'm mad. I could actually fit other clothes, and yeah, that's gone now. That's gone now. Dark Skin said, "I'm definitely doing saxophone. I played back in the day for a short period of time in my house. I'm gonna have one." I feel you on that. I do feel you on that because saxophone is dope. I just don't think I can break my fingers to do it. But hey, if you want to do it, by all means, bro, I'm with it. Go for it. Because I always thought that saxophones sound dope. Um, nah, man. I remember in high school, I was like messing around with the bass. I had legitimate calluses on my fingers from trying to mess around with a bass and learn how to play. And I had this one girl that was low key teaching me how to play. Although low key, I was paying attention, but not paying attention because I was feeling her, and I was really trying to shoot my shot. I'm not gonna tell y'all how that went, but just know it didn't. But look, I mean, I was listening. I was listening because we had a unified interest in music, so I was like, yeah. But at the same time, I really was trying to shoot my shot. Look, I my value system was different in high school. I'm not even gonna cap on that. Castro said, "I go to the gym 3 days a week. I don't push a diet because it will come naturally." You know what? That actually adds on to my bucket list. See, y'all helping me add. I want to get abs just once, bro. And I'm not talking like an 8 pack or a 6 pack. I just want a 4 pack. I just want the little thing because I've only ever made it. Look, The closest I got, even when I was working out, was like, the Majin Buu, the Super Buu, where it's just like the lines, but they're not like defined and stuff. But like you buff, like that's as far as I ever got. And yeah, I want to get some abs, bro, because chicks dig abs, That and look, it's a little TMI, but you're trying to get your thing going, core strength is important. So, I do eventually want to start a family, and I can't do that if my core strength sucks. You know, physicality is important, right? I don't know how you big dudes do it. I'm like semi big, and I'm not okay with this. Like, anyway, this man said, game recognized, game granddad, get out. Anyway, yes, gotta go from that boot to the Goku build. Yes, bro. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. This man said, bro. Hey, I speak the truth. Leave me alone. Look, I was French horn back in the day. Hey, man, that's what's up. See, I always wanted to play in band, and it never panned out for me. I know you mad you ain't there. I know you mad you ain't here. Because I know you would be looking at me condescendingly right now. I'm already knowing that you would be looking at me condescendingly right now. It's probably a good thing your twin ain't here because she would be clowning me right now. Look, I have nothing to hide. I am not scary. Shoot. I know. Look, it'd be hard out here for a pimp. Shoot. Yeah, look, it's rough out here, man. Look, when you get to working too much, you run out of time to actually work out and do things. But you know what? I am gonna make that a bucket list because for real, there's times in the morning where I don't have to go as early, like, or I have gaps in between, or even right before I wake up, where I could at least crank out some sit-ups. I could do 50 sit-ups a day. You know what I'm saying? And I know I could. It's just when I'm not in that environment, I don't grind as hard as I should. But when I'm in there, like Castro, you're gonna find out. Put me in the gym, give me some stuff to do, and I'm gonna work until my body hurts. Like for real. Like I'm gonna work until my body literally hurts because I don't punk out. But you just gotta get me in there. And I know, right? He's like, okay, we'll see. Yeah, hey, look, bro. Look. Before I got old and fat, I was doing all right. Okay. Don't ask me to run. Don't ask me to run. I hate running. I hate running. Honestly, to be real, I need to do more cardio than lifting because lifting is easy. Cardio is hard. Cardio is hard because cardio is what builds your endurance, though. Look, bro said I'm ready when you. You know what? I ain't even gonna cap. This man been ready for me to join him on the workout. He been bugging me about this for what, 3 years? Has it been 3 years already? It's been close. It's been 2 or 3 years, and I'm always like, dog, I ain't got no time. I'm busy, and I ain't gonna front. I do be busy, like, cause yeah. See, y'all doing calisthenics. I need that. Yeah, it's been about three, cause I feel like we started this conversation around 2018. I feel like we did, and I was like, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Schedule does not accommodate for that, but honestly, things have changed to where I got a couple days off that I could use. Say, get some gloves. Yeah, I need to get some gloves. We gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. But yeah, honestly, because I want to work on my flexibility. I want to work on my flexibility and my endurance for real. I'm sorry, I'm doing too much fidgeting, and y'all can probably hear the wood creaking. But yeah, man. I mean, because I remember in college this health class I took. Um, it was aerobics class. That little old woman, that little old woman worked us to death, bro. I'm man. Look, see, it's not the big buff dudes that me making you feel it. No, it's these little old ladies that be like this big, and be grinning the whole time when they moving. They old enough to be your mama or maybe your grandma, and they are maneuvering everybody. And you're just like, by the time you at the end, she's like, all right, guys, let's keep going. And you're like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. you know, bro, I think you should. Cause I remember that. Look, it was inspirational to me. Look, everybody been getting on they slim thick lately. Look, everybody been trying to, lose weight and stuff. I'm like, dog, I need to. I need to. My sign that I needed to lose weight was that my grandmother was like, "You look just fine the way you are. Just don't gain any more weight." I'm like, "All right." Like, cause I always used to be skinny. Like anybody who knew me, anybody who knew me back when I was probably 17, heck, even 20, bro, I was a stick compared to what I am now. Like for real. Like I've always had arm definition and stuff because I always end up somewhere where I have to lift things. But yeah, I look at my old pictures. I'm like, gee, yeah, yeah, it needs work. That and when you start seeing yourself on camera and you start seeing things that shouldn't be there, I mean, I have learned that some women like a little extra thickness, but I don't like this much. Okay, I want to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Lord, we didn't just turn this into a fitness pod, which is not bad. Which is not bad. Which, by the way, Castro, you need to tell me when you are available, because we need to have you on here to have a discussion about your fitness journey. Because I think that would be something really good for everybody to talk about and everybody to really, listen to for real. Like, we want to have you as a guest because, yeah, it's hard out here, bro. It's hard out here because I promise you, man, like when you get busy and you get to working, it's hard to think about working out. And shoot, unless you're doing something like a job that specifically demands manual labor at a constant rate, it's not really that. Like, you know, I was working in one retail store really regular. I used to have to lift rugs all the time. So that's where I stayed, was like in the home area. So I used to lift rugs, chairs, all that stuff. Especially when it's mostly ladies, they kind of force you to lift everything. So that was cool. In a way, that was my workout. I was getting my squats in because I had to squat down to pick it up and put it in there and do things like that, rearranging it. It more or less kept me in shape. But yeah, it's just, I know I'm getting closer to 30. I know that certain things are changing bodily. And yeah, you know, I want to make the body match the drip, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm older and I know how to dress now. Now I just want to look as good physically as I did when I didn't know how to dress. So that way I can look good and know how to dress. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I ain't trying to make it back to like 17. That's not happening. But, you know, find a little middle ground where maybe I'm still kind of buff, but flexible. But yeah, man. Shoot. Like I said, this is a free for all one. Since we got a couple of y'all on here, and I know that y'all be reading super, let's just go ahead and have it out about that because I've been wanting to talk about this for a minute, bro, bro. Can we please talk about nauseating jo- how nauseating Goku stands are? Oh, hold on. Like, can we please talk about that? Yes, get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up. We are not monetized yet, so we don't have to care about what we say. We eventually want to reach a point where we do have to tell Javar to shut up so we can stay monetized. You know what I'm saying? Look, we'll slide him a little. We might slide him a little something. Like, look, it's $10. Just don't talk about banging midgets, okay? Like, anyway, but seriously, Hit the likes up. Please share this with your friends, your homies, your mama, your daddy, your grandma. Unless your grandma is one of those type that's gonna like. Actually, I don't care. I don't care. You can share it with your grandma. I ain't even worried about it. I ain't even worried about it. So yeah, yeah. Let your grandma join the chat, bro. Man, so one of my coworkers got a PS5 today because he went to Best Buy super de duper early in the morning and got it. I was like, and he had it sitting in his office. I was like, I kind of want it, but at the same time, I know that I practically don't have anything to do, have anything to use on it. So that's just not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to learn to manage my money. Yes, good for him. Absolutely good for him. If he ain't had kids and we didn't work the same and we didn't and we worked the same schedule, I'd be like, or he wasn't my supervisor. Oh heck, even if he is, but I'm still like, hey. So can I slide through and play? Like for real. Like I need friends with amenities. Certain things. Certain things, bro. I mean, y'all could always donate to the. Yeah, he said I'll get it next year. But like that's probably gonna be me too, honestly. Because with this new job and me adjusting to everything, uh, even when I have time to play it, sometimes play my PS4, I don't even play it. So it's not an expense I can justify just yet. But maybe in a year. Maybe in a year. Maybe in a year I'll get a wild hair and be like, you know what? I want that. I want that and I will have it. Um, but yeah. Let me not get off subject. What did y'all think? For those who did read Super, what? Because I know that Dark Skin Poet did, and I'm pretty sure Castro did. What did y'all think of the most recent chapter in Super? Because I know everybody seems to have a lot of conflicting thoughts. Some people, yeah, same for me, working on a lot. Look, um, I know some people have issues and concerns primarily just from the spoiler pictures that we got, which mind you is from a 45-page manga. You know what I'm saying? Like you got folk out here, really reacting off of that. Um I liked it. And I will personally say I don't see this. Let's see. Austin said, "I'm loving Vegeta's new power up. It's just his decisions were a little jarring this chapter." Yeah, and actually, if you read the end of the chapter, it shows you that he was doing it intentionally. It was intentional on his part because he was actively trying, to re what reawaken that other side of himself in the hopes that it would help him achieve his highest level of id, because that's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? He really trying to tap into that. For me, I think that overall his strategy was good, because what he was, even though people aren't calling it strategy, really what he was doing was a strategy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bardock and the Heaters is gonna be an interesting topic. But like for real, the biggest thing for me is the fact that people are ignoring the fact that Vegeta managed to not only rile up Granola, but it also, right, it displayed Vegeta's development. He couldn't go back to his old ways. He just been through too much. He couldn't do it. Exactly. He's learning. He's developing. And people call this regression because they're not looking at what development really looks like. When you look at somebody's character, like not just character development, but in real life, character development is an ebb and flow. you go from, you doing all right for a little bit and you're kind of on the up and up for a little bit. And then next thing you know, you have a drop. You know what I'm saying? Something might happen to influence you to try to go back to the way you were. Just hit that. But like, and that happens because sometimes you thinking back and you're like, man, I had things better off when I was young and I was acting stupid. So you start thinking, well, maybe I should act up now. But yeah, exactly. Vegeta's a total different breed now. He's not the same man that he started out being, and he never will be. You know what I mean? Too many things have occurred in his life to change his entire perspective, right? And the thing I like, if I can find this thread that somebody made talking about that, I'm gonna share it to y'all. I'm gonna share it to the thing because on everything, yes, hold on. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Because this man really did go in depth and it was nice. It was so good. Just talking about like, yeah, he was fighting with himself. Exactly. And one thing that was actually a bit deeper than that, was the fact that in a lot of ways Vegeta was trying to right. Vegeta was trying to spare Goku the fate of the Saiyans in a lot of ways. If you think about it, and that was one way I didn't think about it initially, is that he was trying to take on the sins of the Saiyans himself. He was trying to take on all the guilt, all the pain, all the suffering, everything that, really encapsulates why people hated the Saiyans, the type of monsters that they became, right? Like, he was trying to take that all on and take it upon himself to either be the final judgment towards Granola as a Saiyan, or the what you want to call the sacrificial lamb. You know what I'm saying? Because for all intents and purposes, Goku was never complicit in anything that the Saiyans did. By virtue of where he went and where he was at, you know, he was never complicit in any of that. So for all intents and purposes, if there was anybody to be absolved of guilt that's a pure Saiyan, it's Goku. Meanwhile, Vegeta was born into this. This was his life. And you notice that even when Granola won't see reason, he still accepts it as what it is. You know what I mean? He's just like, all right, let fate happen how it is. And the other thing that people ain't realizing, because people keep trying to say, well, but Goku did better. Goku did, but no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Because here's the truth. Here's the truth. You, what you don't notice is Goku tried to win by avoiding every hit and still got, right? Vegeta took every single hit. This man ate everything this dude gave him, had to offer, and still got up. And that's the amazing part. So if there's anything we should shout out, is definitely Vegeta's durability. Because, bro, and that might be a trait, that might be a new trait of this ultra ego. Because you got to remember, this is the technique. It's not a transformation. It's not a transformation, it's a technique, which means that with training, and maybe already, he can utilize and exploit aspects of it in other forms, right? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Imagine we try to replace Vegeta going back to his old ways with an old dude trying to party like he's 18. He just can't do it anymore. Yes. Yes, exactly, Austin. I'm sorry I missed your comment. But like, it's just the simple fact that I think he's gonna find an equilibrium where He's not gonna be the same. I hate you. Hey, with that eyebrow erasure came a whole lot of beatings. He beat the. Can we look? He beat the brakes off that man. It's always said that Vegeta is the tank, Goku is the DPS. Yes, and they always been that for each other. On God, SS3 all over again with the eyebrows. Just man, everybody says that. Stop being a hater. Anyway, unless you just represent the devil's advocate. Because here's the thing: the thing about Super Saiyan 3 was a tank with no gas, bro. Like it ain't no good if it only lasts you 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If even that, because we know how quick battles in Dragon Ball are. So really, it's more like 2 minutes. But shoot. But you gotta give it to Vegeta for taking it to this man, like taking everything he offered and still getting up. Like that last blast would have killed Granola. So really, Vegeta's strategy actually worked because worst case scenario, well, like best case scenario, he dies, Granola dies. Worst case scenario, he dies, and Granola's so wrecked out and out of energy that Goku could just knock him off, and they could be done, and they could just wish Vegeta back. You know what I'm saying? I know we shouldn't be really relying on the triviality of the Dragon Balls, but we know we can. So like, Vegeta's not stupid because if you notice, Vegeta was actively trying to piss this man off. He was actively trying to throw him off his game. The only problem is that Goku and Vegeta did the one mistake they both collectively did is they drug the fight out too long. And as they drug it out, bro is learning how to fight because you got to think he's an assassin. He's not a fighter. He's not used to a knuckle dragon fight. He's used to being in the corner and just, you know what I'm saying? So you try to put an assassin in a long drawn out fight, they're not usually going to last. But dude is learning from his encounters. He's learning how to fight. And so I feel like, if they would have pulled their trump cards out early instead of dragging it out, and I get why they did because they wanted to get a feel for his power. But if they would have just not drug it out, they probably could have caught him slipping. You know what I'm saying? At least something could happen. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, on that point, on that point, a big thing, and we could talk about this as well, a big thing that is a huge part of this arc is communication or the lack thereof and the power of assumptions, right? The power of assumptions, stereotypes, whatever you want to call them. This is a perfect example of what happens when your assumptions take on a form of their own. And when you're so dogmatically, like speaking of bucket lists, when you're so dogmatically focused on one goal that you forsake everything, even logical thought, right? What's up, Kiki? Yes, everyone forgetting about. You know why everybody forgetting about Frieza? Bro, do you think Frieza could realistically do anything against any of these guys at this point? I just look, because look, I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. First mistake they made was the moment the dude started saying, "Look, I'm gonna make you take me to Frieza." What you mean make me? I'll take you to him now. Bro, I would have found Frieza's key. I would have took him out into space, found Frieza's key, pulled the move like the Broly movie, teleported him right to Frieza's throne room and dipped. It was like, mission accomplished. Let's go back to train. Let's do another training arc. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time. Right. 7-3, man. 7-3 as a plot point concerns me, but not anywhere near as much as he used to. Like, for real. Yes, when they bring Frieza back, he'll casually drop, "Oh, I've been training for the last 2 weeks. Now we're an even match." See, I'm not sleeping on Frieza. I don't think he's just sitting around anymore. He may not be. He probably been busy. He probably been busy. And yeah, I agree. He is a genius. But it's the fact that we know that with Frieza, at the very least, unless Frieza is not present in Universe 7 right now, he wants no smoke with granola. You know what I'm saying? If even if he could possibly do something against Goku or Vegeta at this point, he wants no smoke with granola. Mainly because of the fact that this is not going to be the same thing that Frieza's used to. See, Frieza is used to eliminating threats before they become things. He eliminates pockets of resistance anywhere he sees it. Right. Exactly. That's my point too. Because 7-3 is an interesting point, but but you know, he's kind of gotten overshadowed by a lot of the other things that's happened. And yeah, and Castro, that's pure key control, which we've explored that thoroughly because that's literally Vegeta right now in a nutshell. This man probably has the most well perfected key control out of everybody, which is probably another part of the reason why he was able to go back into his ultra ego form so quickly because he's learned key control to that degree, right? He's really refined that. So that's become an ability of his. But for real though, I don't see 7-3 could be, but I feel like they already said they sold him. I feel like they already sold him. So really what will be interesting to me is if he's still floating around and there's people that have no idea what this thing can do and they just bought it, as a commodity just because it's something interesting that can copy stuff. But it's one of them things. Okay, see, that would be nice. I'd pay to see that. I'd pay to see Gohan square up with Frieza because I feel like he can take him now. Like versus before, really, I think even TOP, like Tournament of Power Gohan, could take Frieza. Like whether he would win is anyone's guess, but I could say pretty confidently that he could definitely hold his own with Golden Frieza now. Like I'm pretty solidly sure he could. Because Gohan has kind of gotten his epiphany. He ain't slowing up no more. Especially after what happened with Moro. That man probably in the gym right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, the issue with Moro just happened. We ain't even had time to really breathe. We've had like what, a couple months, if that, because time pacing is weird in Dragon Ball. But for real though, Frieza, the reason I will say that Frieza wants no smoke with Granola is because of the simple fact that this is somebody he ain't never dealt with. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody he's not going to see coming. Yeah. Thank you, Javar. For the people confused, key control is basically them not maintaining attack that could destroy the earth, but keeping it contained enough so they will only hit a single target with minimal damage. And to extend that, keeping it concentrated enough so that it only hits a single target with the maximum amount of damage possible, which is even better because that's very true. Because key control is all about precision. That is true. But on God, I don't see Frieza really having smoke with Granola. Because of the main fact that Granola is going to see red the moment he sees that man. Like the way he's acting with just Goku and Vegeta alone, and the way that he's been out here ready to risk it all. What you think he gonna act like when he really sees Frieza? Like this man used to tweak at the mention of Frieza's name. If he is in the same room with this man, there ain't gonna be no words. Frieza likes to talk smack. Frieza ain't gonna be able to open his mouth before Granola's gonna be all up in his face, bro. He gonna have the to his head, bro. It's gonna be some. Look, I would pay money to see that. To see Granola acting like we watching a scene from Belly and him just running up on him, having the blast prepared right up to knocking him over and having it right to his head and being like, I should fire off on you right now. Like it's like on some give me a reason. Bro, if they did that, Toriyama and Toyotaro need to talk some hood folks. If they did that, bro, I would flip because on everything. I mean, think about it. Realistically, who is gonna save Frieza? That's the biggest thing about this. Like, The Heaters ain't gonna save Frieza because they want him eliminated just as much as everybody else. The Saiyans ain't gonna save Frieza. You know what I'm saying? Yes, exactly, Javar. Look, because here's the biggest thing about that. Unlike in most cases where somebody's being targeted and somebody out of the group might care, bro, the one unifying trait that all of these different groups and factions have is that they all hate Frieza. Bro, if Goku saved Frieza, I'm gonna be mad. If Goku saved Frieza, Vegeta deserves to kick him again. Because I feel like Vegeta will beat the brakes off of Goku if he does that. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. We look, actually, with Granola being around and with the Saiyans getting stronger and with Broly existing, we don't need Frieza. Like, we really don't. The mortal level is gonna stay, and the mortal level is gonna stay relatively high with all this stuff that's popping off, which is another reason why I feel like Beerus ain't gonna get involved. He just letting it climb and climb. He's letting the stakes get higher and higher because because once the mortal power levels stay high enough that we end up off of Zeno's radar. Like people keep forgetting about that. Zeno could have just offed us. And the only reason he didn't is because with Frieza being alive, and this has always been my theory of why Beerus really let Frieza live, is because with Frieza alive, you have an enemy. You have a other issue. Just say, yeah, I'd be happy if Frieza died, but I think we stuck with him. We probably are. It's really because he's in that weird place. Frieza right now in Dragon Ball is kind of like Darkseid in Superman comics in DC. He's not a villain. He's not a villain of the week. Oh shoot. He's not a villain of the week anymore. But he's not a villain. Well, he's never been one. He's not a villain of the week, but he's also not a one-off villain that we murder. It's a different narrative where this man could pull up at any time, just like Darkseid. He could pull up at any time. You never know when he's going to, because it all depends on his preference and what he wants to do. But he could literally pull up at any time. So this concept of Granola just being right, ready, and willing to just, because he doesn't know how strong Frieza is. So he doesn't know that he's already kind of like he kind of overshot with this. Like he could probably one shot Frieza at this point, unless we learn something new. But I don't see it happening. And God forbid, for Frieza's sake, I never thought I'd say that. That Granola realizes what he realizes about Bardock and decides to form a temporary truce. Yeah, more like Lex Luthor. I say Darkseid more than Lex Luthor just because of the fact that niggas know where Lex Luthor is. We could just pull up to Lex Luthor. Like if somebody came to Superman and was like, "Hey, where Luthor at?" Superman be like, "Right over there, bro. None of your business." Like for real, I don't see Superman being like, "Nah, you can't do nothing to Lex Luthor. We gotta protect." Nah, bro. He right over there. He right over there. Have fun. Whereas with Darkseid, it's not as easy. Frieza ain't that easy access. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say Darkseid more than Frieza. I mean, Darkseid is more like Frieza than Lex Luthor because Lex Luthor can be a villain of the week. Frieza, I don't think they want to go that route with him. I think they want him to be a looming threat that just floats over their heads, like a bad cold, and is just always there. It's like it's always a reason for them to be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Because he could pull up at any time. Is he going to? Probably not. But there's always a possibility he might grit a wild hair and do it. But with that being said, the biggest things. Let me try and tie this into a lesson. The biggest thing about all of this is the lack of communication and understanding. If they actively try to communicate, if Granola actively made the effort to try to communicate and really get his point across and get an understanding of what's going on, because dude's basically been living under a rock for the last 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Literally, Literally, his arc could have been solved. Because I don't see any functional reason why Goku or Vegeta would not let Granola go take out Frieza. Like they have clearly shown they don't care. Like Frieza didn't burnt that bridge so bad. You think him helping even him helping to save the universe is not enough for them to be like, we gotta protect Frieza. Ain't nobody gonna protect Frieza. They didn't even protect Frieza in the TLP. You saw that. They let Toppo beat the brakes off that man. That was that scene was more satisfying than it should have been for me. But okay, Dark King said, I mean, it's a mainstay because shoot, Frieza don't want no smoke with Dark Side. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Dark Side would beat Frieza just because Frieza gets too full of himself. But at the same time, Dark Side plays too much too. So it kind of depends on who gets serious first. That's the biggest thing between Frieza and Dark Side. It's because both Frieza and Dark Side do not take things as seriously as they should. I mean, if you think about it with Darkseid, that's why he got popped with the radiant gun. That's why he got popped by Batman. You know what I'm saying? Which is a crazy sentence to begin with, because you know Batman don't really be. You don't never expect your shooter to be Batman. So I mean, in a way, I can kind of see why he ain't taken seriously. But for real though, for real though, he wants no smoke. Like I don't. It would be any man's game with Frieza and Darkseid, honestly, just because of the fact that both of them kind of go with the same narrative of kind of playing around too much. They play around too much. They do too much. But that's most megalomaniac like supervillains or like emperor or like evil emperors. It's that trope, you know what I'm saying? They have this sense of uh self-imposed superiority that makes it so they really don't clearly see the objective. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand it. They don't understand it. Um. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, I like the moral arc more. Let's see. Bro said I like the moral arc more, but so far this chapter has a lot going on. And Bardock, for real. No, I'd say the Frieza would get washed because he would underestimate Darkseid, which is the last thing you ever do with Darkseid. You never underestimate Darkseid. I think Darkseid would have some difficulty if Frieza got serious though, because I feel like they're kind of in a similar realm. I feel like they're in a similar realm. I would still put Darkseid over Frieza though, just because of the fact that Frieza don't really. No, Frieza better go talk to Bizarro. Get on. Frieza would probably try to use Bizarro lightweight. Like I could see him doing that realistically. But yeah, for real, you know, Granola out here trying to tick off his bucket list because I mean he legitimately is gonna kick the bucket in 3 years. Like he's really gonna be out of here in 3 years. Quick. It's still crazy to me, you know. Like you spent the better part of 30, 40 years being mad about something you couldn't mad about an issue that you couldn't solve. Then the moment that you decide to solve it, you solve it by taking what little life you have left. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a pretty long lifespan originally. Now he only got 3 years left to live. And he about to just go off everybody, I guess, and pissed him off. Like, no mega beam. Yes. That would be funny. That would be funny. But it's the fact that, you know, Granola out here acting like the kid who got bullied in school like 3, 4 years ago and still goes to the same school, like who went to the same elementary school and middle school and high school as the person that bullied him. And then towards high school, he either gets buffed or he decides to grab his daddy gun and just pull up and just starts offing everybody. Like he just run around just messing people up left and right, like just spraying folks. Like, oh, you pissed me off in middle school. Bow bow. Oh, you laughed at me when they was making fun of me. Bow bow. Oh, you pretended to be my friend. Bow bow. Like Granola is on Granola is on a different kind of demon time right now. This man is tripping. But for real though, for real though, I gotta. There is one question I do got. Do y'all think? And I ran this by Dark King before, so he probably knows what this is gonna be. Do y'all think that force spirit fishing could work on Superman, since he technically derives his power from a foreign source? Since he technically derives his power from another source, do we think that force spirit fishing would actually work on Superman, like to actually depower him? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking there's a possibility. Yes, I called this man a mass shooter. Yes, I did call this man a mass shooter because he is. Yes, it would. Okay. See, and that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, man, like, because technically, I don't think it would fully depower Superman because, as we know, he's a walking. Yeah, look, I think he could drain him. Like, I would say the caveat would be like, you know, if it's a long term amount of energy, like I think he would drain him to a certain point. There would be a certain cap of how much energy he could take. Like I don't think he could just make him fully human. You know what I'm saying? Like he just hit him a few. Like he does the equivalent of a stand rush and like the and then all of a sudden he back to being regular Clark Kent. Like I don't see it like that, but I could see him making him significantly weaker. Because technically, for all intents and purposes, Superman is a battery. But because he's got, yeah, like, because he's got, because he works like a battery, the energy is separate from him. But whatever energy he has to just sustain himself has just been a part of him for all these years. That may or may not be true. But let's see. I don't know. Yeah, Austin said I don't understand all the people that say force spirit fusion can depower any old person. Like the whole point was separating energy that didn't belong to Morrow. It would be like Superman being near kryptonite. By the way, Kenny Omega is trash. Wait, hold up, Kenny Omega. I'm trying to think of who that is because I've heard that name. Hold on, I'm going to Google that. But yeah, I think that, and I agree, Austin. I think that that's why I said Superman in this case, like not somebody like not somebody like well, maybe it could work on Dark Side because the Omega effect is technically not a part of him originally. So maybe we could do that. But like it's the fact that oh, he's a wrestler. It's the literal fact that um Superman derives his power from a foreign source. Like case in point, I feel like Vegeta could use Force Spirit Fishing on Green Lantern and strip the link and separate the ring from its power source. I could see that happening. However, I don't know. I don't know if that's fair. He is an avatar. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Because that new thing, which I feel some type of way about that particular plot point, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But like I could see I could see it not working. I'm trying to think of somebody who does have natural strength like that. I couldn't see it working with somebody like yeah, it wouldn't be instant. It wouldn't be an instant KO. He would be weakened gradually. He would be weakened gradually. Like I feel like the longer he's had the energy stored, the harder it would be to pull out of him because it would be more part of him. Yeah, and he can separate it from your body. Like that's why I'm trying to think of an example of somebody who has natural powers that do not derive from another source. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's a good one? What's a good one? What's a good one? What's a good one? Like he couldn't steal. Okay, here's a good one. Here's a good one. I feel like Vegeta with Force Spirit Fishing could separate the Phoenix from Jean Grey, but he couldn't take her telekinesis. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't straight up take her powers, like, or steal her powers or her energy, but he could separate her from the Phoenix, right? If that makes sense. Things that are native to that person, right? Like, plenty of people, the most powerful tend to, yes. Like, yeah, he could separate a foreign source of energy that is not native to you from you, right? But he can't take from you what is already a part of you. You know, like, okay, thanks, bro. I was trying to think of a good one. I was trying to think of a good one. Like, I was trying to think of somebody who's more power type, but yeah, like, I think he could realistically do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think he could separate. Like, he could separate the ambient energy that somebody absorbs. You know, if they do that. Like, case in point, in a lot of ways, like, wouldn't know Quincy want smoke with Vegeta. I mean, wouldn't know Quincy want smoke with Vegeta anyway. But as a because Quincy's do derive their power from the reishi they steal from the air. Yes, we're going into Bleach territory. I just did that. He could take that. He could separate that from them because it is not something that is naturally a part of them. You know what I'm saying? I think he could do that. Which is why, I hope that is something that they expand upon, especially with this ultra ego ability that allows him to essentially be a walking juggernaut and just get stronger as he goes. Like, for real. Dark skin. Dark skin. Okay, let me review this. Let me review this. Did you just ask in the specific terms, could he beat a virus out of somebody? You know what? Screw the vaccine. Look, just go see Vegeta. If you think you got COVID, just go see Vegeta and let him uppercut you, and you'll feel better. Yes, if you won't take your pills, then take these hands. I don't know. The super soldier, yeah, the super soldier serum. That's kind of a gray area to me because in some ways, the super soldier serum and the Vita rays and everything, they did. Here, excuse me. I'm sorry. They did pretty much enhance what was already there. Like, it just enhanced what was already there. So I don't know. That's a good question. If some of it is represented by some measure of energy, I think he could do it. I think at the very least he could probably severely cripple his stamina if we say anything. Not that he would necessarily need to, because I just don't see that happening. But yeah. Ooh, here's a better question. I got two questions. One question, because I just had a thought because you brought up Captain America. Um, One question: Could Force Spirit Fission, be used on the Power Rangers? Like, I know that's a crazy concept, but like, for real, technically those powers are given to them. It is not their innate ability, right? Could he separate them from that? Could he restrict their access to power, to their powers? Like, because that just opens the door to so many things. That is such a lit ability. Like, seriously. Whew. The combo of Force Spirit Fishing and Akai. Actually, the combo would be Force Spirit Fishing to wear you down, like, and soften you up, and then the Hakai to just take you up out of here. Yes, one punch and they're off the morphin grid. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, I almost used Flash, but he's like, yeah, he could just take the Speed Force. He could separate their he could sever their connection with the Speed Force, which is messed up. Like, that's so messed up, but he could probably do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's kind of dark. Yeah. Now my second question actually involves the Power Rangers. All right, because I already seen this up, and I think some of y'all know what I'm about to say. Who do y'all think would win, Tommy or Captain America? Who you got? I already know who I got, but I ain't gonna say nothing until y'all do. I gotta know, cause cause I've seen some interesting opinions on this. I've seen some interesting opinions on this, and I'm curious to know what the people think. I know we didn't just, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Green Ranger versus Captain America, bro. Any of them. But we can, but for the sake of consistency, yeah, let's say Green Ranger. Let's see Green Ranger Tommy versus Captain America. Gerard said Tommy beating all life out of Captain America. Sailor Moon is OP, bro. Sailor Moon is OP. But actually, since we just talked about this, could Force Spirit Fishing still answer the other question? But could Force Spirit Fishing actually depower Sailor Moon if it didn't kill her when he punches her? But that's neither here nor there. Let's just eliminate that part. But if he is able to make contact, would it work? Would it actually work? Thanks, Austin. It's good to see you, man. Yes, I am so glad that you're on here. Congratulations on your marriage and everything else, man. Continue to prosper, sir. Peace out. But yeah, I feel like he could. I feel like, because the moon power is not innate to Sailor Moon. She's an avatar of it, but she's a carrier of it, but she's not, like, it's not naturally hers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could separate that. Like, the sailors stand no chance against Force Spirit Fishing at all. Like, like Toriyama and Toyotaro have no idea just how broken they really made Vegeta if they stick him anywhere else. Because that, like, people thought the Ultra Instinct was broken. That is broken. Force Spirit Fishing, because I keep saying it wrong, is a broken ability by itself. Force Spirit Fishing plus the power of destruction, like, plus the epitomized power of destruction, which is Ultra Ego, bro. What you gonna do? Goku Black versus Reverse Flash. They're doing this? Look, man. This is gonna sound like a pun, but if Reverse Flash don't, like, universe punch this man, like, on God, yes. Look, if Reverse Flash don't universe punch this man into oblivion, like, off rip, he's going to die, and he's going to die painfully. Because, I mean, I don't even know why they did this. They do know, like, Goku Black is definitely in the same speed league as Reverse Flash. He's close. Because I see them as having the same or similar speed feats to Superman. And Superman can, while he can't outrun the Flash, he can reasonably catch up to him in most cases. And Reverse Flash is one of them type that he don't be thinking about what he do. Black likely would win, but they likely gonna do some speed steal BS and let Reverse Flash win. Bro, the only way I see Reverse Flash winning, and this is the only way, because they did this to Superboy Prime, and it took 4 of them to do this, is if they toss Goku Black into the Speed Force. That's the only realistic way I see him even having a shot. But once again, I don't think he can do that by himself. It would take him and the other Flashes combined to drag Goku Black to the Speed Force. Yeah, and they both have time manipulation. Different method, but yeah. On God. Look, and that's the thing. Actually, the time ring might kind of make him immune to that. The time ring might actually give him something of an immunity to some of the time the temporal effects of the Speed Force, so he might be all right. But like for real, that's the only way I see them beating him is if he found some way to get the other Flashes to work with him and throw and basically catch Goku Black off guard and toss him into the Speed Force. That's the only way. And even that is a long shot because even Superboy Prime got out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. That's the only way he winning. Because to be realistic, he might be able to hurt Goku Black if he punches hard enough and fast enough. But he's not. He doesn't have enough strength for the kill. Not at all. And Black has similar speed feats. He's not. I wouldn't say that he's as fast as Reverse Flash, but he can reasonably fight him at an accelerated rate. You know what I'm saying? He can reasonably fight him. And when the strength and when the speed is somewhat relative and the strength is way above, yeah, I don't see that ending well for Thawne. Thawne is gonna get wrecked. I think the only reason they did that is because it's like, oh, it's the evil version of Flash versus the evil version of Goku. Whatever. Along with that, have y'all ever seen these articles by CBR? Because we got to talk about that. That needs to be stopped immediately because CBR needs to never be allowed to speak on anime, like ever. Because I have JoJo Bizarre Adventure channels that I subscribe to and Dragon Ball channels that I subscribe to, and they have both brought up concepts that are just trash. But yeah, hold up. Dark Skin said, I think that Black has the advantage. Problem is no boost from a Saiyan. I'm calling hacks on this one. The animation better be good. Black should win. Yes. Well, he could still technically get a hack. I was like, he could get a boost. Yes, CBR is pure garbage trash, bro. Because they don't even do research. They really don't do research. Like, that's the thing. You can tell they don't do research. They really just lift a lot of things off of other websites and stuff. And I don't know how much the editors get paid, but they don't. No, 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 no. Pure trash. You heard it here, folks. The Black and Minute podcast, CBR is pure trash. Because we are anime connoisseurs above all else, and you will not be disrespecting all the time and effort that we have taken to read and learn about anime just to churn out an article that has little to no accurate information. Like, I don't see why. But yeah, I don't see why they did this. I don't see why they did this. Like, maybe if it was like the Black Racer versus Goku Black, you know, like the literal embodiment of death. Yeah, like the Black Racer is like the literal embodiment of death for the New Gods. Like he really runs up on you and take your soul. Like I could see that being something because Black would have to actively avoid him and then try to take him out. That would be interesting. But Reverse Flash, no, no. Only way to Reverse Flash is even having a ghost of a chance is if he has some sort of hack or he tries to phase. Like they could say, oh well, he can phase through Goku Black's body and rip out his heart. He's not gonna live long enough to do that. Like because once again, you're not dealing with an actual Goku. You are dealing with a power tripping deity in Goku's body, who's basically just using Goku's body as a timeshare. Okay, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's like trying to hold Part 3 Dio to the same standard as Jonathan just because they have the same body. Spoiler alert. But no, that's not happening. That is not happening. I just don't see it. But yeah, man, like realistically, realistically, some some of these matchups I've seen them do have been okay. Most of them are not. Most of them are a good amount of them are just as I don't want to say just as trash as CBR because that's low, but it's bad. Because technically they didn't beat Zamasu. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. No. And honestly, it'd be worse if it was Zamasu because Zamasu technically can't die. You know what I'm saying? Goku Black, I think can, but it would take a lot to kill him. I don't realistically. I just don't see, and I'm sure they'll find some way to pull it out, pull a win out of their butt because fan service. But so I won't be surprised if it happens. But no, no, no. Real recognize real, and we know. Right. And that's what you would need. You have to erase him. You'd either have to erase him or contain him. And there's no other option. They ain't that bad, but yeah, we all got screw attack battle and we yes, because they do it based off of fan they do it based off of fanboyism and it's stupid because you know some of the conclusions they've come to make no sense. You know what I'm saying? We're not even going to talk about the Goku versus Superman battle. We are never talking about that. No, because I refuse to have that argument with anybody because I know what I know and I know better. So anyway, but yeah, I don't know why Screw Attack pulled this one out. Well, yeah, let me not take Trunks W. I mean, yeah, technically the dub did go to Trunks for that. Wonder if Keontae's still here. He loves Screw Attack. Ooh, Jesus, one of us does. Like, I used to kind of like Screw Attack, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm on front. I did like the fight that they had with Jotaro Kujo from uh, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure versus what's his name? Kentaro. Not Kentaro. Kenshiro. Yeah, versus Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star. Which actually, what they should have did, they should have put Jonathan Joestar up against Kenshiro. That would have been a bit better because it would have been technique versus technique. Wouldn't have to worry about a stand. Like that would have been so much better because it would have been interesting to see how Hamon to see if Hamon could like counteract pressure point attacks. You know what I'm saying? That would be an interesting fight. They're both about as big as each other, and yeah, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I think. Yeah, Deathstroke versus Deadpool was cool. Even though technically that's already been done, even in the comics, where Deathstroke met Deadpool, and every time Deadpool tried to introduce himself, Deathstroke decapitated him, or cut a piece of him off, and then every time he would try to reintroduce himself, Deathstroke would cut him down, and then he'd come back, and it just kept going until Deathstroke just got annoyed by him. Mm. But I don't know. He said, "Quit trolling." Why am I trolling? I'm not trolling. Poet loves Deadpool. Look, hey, I'm just telling the truth, man. He said, "I'm gonna kick you." Why you gonna kick me? You talking about me? Or you talking about Javar? Don't kick me. Because realistically, Deadpool gets on everybody's nerves. That's his whole point. That's his whole point. He annoys the crap out of you and then he hacks you up into tiny little pieces. Unless you're Spider Man, then he just bothers you. Except for that one time. Except that one time. All right, look, as long as we know, as long as we know, I gotta stop scrolling through Facebook, bro. But like in all realisticness, man, I do not. see it happening, bro. I do not see. Ooh, Sonic. Okay. I want to get back into those comics. I should, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? We probably gonna close out soon. Actually, here's one last question, courtesy of Facebook. Uh, what is something you cannot understand the popularity of? Honestly, man, what's something I can't understand the popularity of? CBR. But no, for real though. One thing that I can't understand the popularity of. Well, one thing I never could. One Punch Man. One Punch Man is not bad. I need to get back onto that. One thing, one person I never understood the popularity of was Soldier Boy back in the day. I never understood that. Let's see, let's see. Takashi 6ix9ine too, because no, no, he looks like he looks like a discard. He looks like a discarded JoJo villain. No diss to Iraqi, but for real, he looked like the first one you fight that you just beat the snot out of. Like no. You know what? Those hoverboards. I never saw the popularity in that. Like, I mean, it's cool for what it is, but I do not see any long lasting interest in that. I don't understand that. What's some other ones, man? What's some other ones? I want to know. What's something that y'all that's popular that y'all just don't get? Like you don't get why? Because for real, I can kind of see why people say One Punch Man though. Yeah, yeah, that was a thing, and I don't know why it was a thing. Like cutting the ends of the eyebrows, because I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's one. Nose rings. I never understood why everybody got so into that little nose ring on the side, or the ring on the inside of the eyebrow that everybody was trying to do, and I no, I didn't see it. I just didn't see why. I didn't see the point. Like if we're gonna keep it a whole entire buck and be real. Shots fired. I'm just telling the truth. Oh, wait, were you one of these people? Oh, snap. Oh, snitty app. Were you one of these people? Did you do this? Did you do this, Charles? Nut hugging skinny jeans, just why? Look, I don't mind straight leg jeans. Like, I can kind of see the allure of skinny jeans, but they got to fit you right. Because I'm gonna be honest, look, we black, we have curves. Like even as black men, we have curves. We're not just thick straight lines or anything like that. So we need some wiggle room. I Yes, he was. I used to talk about his ass too. Ah, yeah, you gotta hold that L, bro. You gotta hold that L. You poked a hole in your nose and thought it was cute. You gotta hold that L. Oh my god. Mm. The eyebrows, hell, I took it real far. I always put a twist on my shit. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you right. We got the pic. We do have the pictures to prove that. Almost forgot about that ish. Almost forgot about that ish, boy. Yes. Yes. Ah, the mistakes of our youth. Okay, good. I'm glad you clarified that because I was about to be like, do you have holes in your nose, sir? Do we need to have a conversation about this later at a later date? Ooh. I'm sorry, I just read something ignorant that I'm gonna have to send. I'm gonna have to send to you, Sid. I'm gonna have to send it to you later. I might send it to Javard too, just to see what his reaction is, because I know it's gonna be messed up. Man, I never understood tattoos and still don't. I kind of understand tattoos as like from an artist's perspective. I do not get the overwhelming popularity of them. I also do not get the overwhelming desire to have several of them everywhere. Like, I don't see why you would want them everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bit much. It's a bit much. Not even gonna cap. Oh, Castro is extending the invitation. He didn't dropped his government name. Woo boy. Woo boy. Like, I just don't. I mean, yes, I never understood the covering your whole body with tattoos thing. Exactly. I can see a couple here and there, but I don't see. I'm not. I'm not doing my whole body. Like I'm not. I'm not tattooing my inner thigh, bro. Like I'm sorry. What? No. Who be whipping folk anymore? Like our border? Like the border of America? They running up on folk like Indiana Jones? Like yeah. Like are you serious? Gee, I need you to expand on that. I'm confused. I have questions. I have questions because that's wild. Ain't no way. Gee, this real? Crazy. That's crazy. I need you to expand on that, sir, because that's crazy. What is going on? What is really going on? Because that sounds wild. That sounds wild, my G. Because the dog ain't no reason. Ain't no reason for all that. Especially when we be letting every other Tom, Dick, and Harry live up in here. I'm sorry. Oh, look, the stream's acting weird. I'm about to check something real quick. See if we can fix that. Sorry about that. We had some connection issues. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Anywho, nah, for real though. I guess that's our sign that we probably need to go. But for real, sir, I'm gonna need you to expand upon that concept because I had no prior knowledge of that. Like, I really had no prior knowledge of them just beating the snot out of Haitians at the door. That's wild. That's honestly wild. Like, I don't even know how to feel about that. I don't know how to feel about that, bro. Um, hold on. Like, if we keeping it the whole entire bug, I don't even know why they ain't letting the Haitians in, but they wanna go ahead and let the Arabs and everybody else in. Like, that's kind of weird. That's probably gonna get us kicked off of YouTube. But for real though, like, just keeping it a bug. That's strange. That's mad strange to me. But anyway, let me make sure there ain't no chats that got blocked. Cause sometimes sometimes this thing be tripping. Okay. Wasn't any that they flagged. Good. All right, cool. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, I think that pretty much caps it off. The internet decided to act up. But this has been the Black in a Minute podcast. What's good, Cedric? You right here at the tail end, but I appreciate you being here, bro. I do. I really do. Hey, check out this man music. He does good work. He definitely does good work. We got a song that's on my most recent tape, 28. It's called Slab Music. Oh, before I forget, I forgot to do this earlier. I'm gonna still post it up here though. Got a show going on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. And it's the final show of the series. And I definitely would love to see some of y'all there. It's definitely gonna be a fun one. Like, it's gonna be a good show. Absolutely. But yeah, yeah. Look, I agree with you, Castro. I don't know what to think. Like, why are we doing this stuff to people? Like, still in this day and age, like that still makes sense because it doesn't. Like, it really doesn't. There's no realistic. There's no realistic reason for that to even be happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. Like, but so long as we live in an imperfect world, there will be evil in it. So I mean, that's just part of that. That's just a literal part of that. You know, can't do nothing but life but to go through it. Cause yeah, I agree with you. Like, the world is crazy, and a lot of really crazy things have been happening. But let me go ahead and post this up. That way y'all see it. Or y'all can see it. You know, hold on. All right, post this up in here. What's up, my G? What's up, though? That's the link. I'm also putting the. I don't know if you can clip it from the caption. Probably can't. But before I do anything, we'll go ahead and put it in here too. Cause yeah, bro. The world is crazy, and a lot of the biggest issues that we've had in the world have mostly had to do with a severe lack of communication, like just a severe lack of communication, a severe lack of understanding as well when it comes to just basic things and even things that aren't so basic. Like we really are facing, we really are facing a crisis of sorts, conflict of the mind where people don't really want to deal with their stuff. Good luck at the show. I can't go. I got to work at 6:30 Saturday. Dang. The show is actually on 212 Main Street. I'm gonna actually just type that in. 212 Main. Look, y'all just pray really hard it don't rain so we don't get canceled. Like it don't knock us off. But yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I know. I always enjoy myself. My bro Jew is always a good host. It's always fun. It's really always fun for us, honestly. I just so I hope that y'all are able to come out. Those who are able to come out can come out, and it can definitely be something enjoyable for all of us. Like that's my main thing. Yes, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, we can't be out until 2 a.m. on school night again. Look, me neither, dog. Me neither. I feel you. I'm back gainfully employed, and yeah, that can't happen no more. We grown now. We can't do that. We got lives and responsibilities. But yes, we most definitely do need to chop it up. Speaking of such, this man that says thanks heaven later, that is the man, the myth, the legend, Deontay Nelson, aka the Sabali podcast. So you need to check his stuff out too as well. Um, Look, support your locals, man. We support y'all. Y'all should support us. You're gonna start seeing a lot of intersecting between a lot of us groups if I have anything to say about it. So we're definitely gonna be doing some things with Mr. Castro, so that way we can get our gains up. That way I actually flex, not, jiggle. Um, don't We're gonna be linking up with the Sabali podcast here soon. I know we keep saying soon, but COVID keeps messing up everything, so I have to keep pushing everything back. You know what I'm saying? We are working on getting the roundtable. It will be here soon. We are going to get it. I'm telling you, we're gonna get it. So yeah, we getting up on an hour though. I'm gonna go ahead and hop up off of here. I know y'all got things that y'all need to do. We're all grown adults. I gotta be somewhere at 8 in the morning for work. So yeah, I will see you lovely people later. This has been the Black in a Minute podcast. Thank you for your attendance, even in spite of the technical difficulties and everything that's been going on. Keep our brother, the dark skinned poet, in your prayers and your thoughts as he goes through this time of bereavement. And look, just have us all in your thoughts. We all going through something. You know what I mean? Keep my mama in y'all prayers too as well. She is doing better, but she's not out of the woods yet. So, gotta keep that in mind. Keep the faith, keep things strong. All right, then. Peace out.